Here we have the KLI Pit Viper. This is a 4.5mm steel BB firing CO2 air pistol, also known as the KLI Night Viper by Crownland. It is the pistol featured in the movie John Wick 4. The pistol comes presented from the factory in this beautiful hard case. This is my pistol that I bought late last year, and I have put about 2,000 rounds through it so far. So a lot of rounds. I'm going to be showing you how this pistol holds up. Is it durable? Is it reliable? And then the other features to do with it as well. This is of course a 2011 high capper style pistol. There's this flared magwell on the bottom for easy reloads. Aggressive stippling on the grips, just like the real version. These grips are removable and replaceable if you'd like. Your long beaver tail with your grip safety. Of course, this has to be engaged to pull the trigger. Your hammer at the back. These are your iron sights. You have plain rear sights and then a fiber optic front sight to pick up that aim in low light conditions. A safety on the side here, classic 1911 style. Up for safe, down for off. You have also got stippling on the underside of the trigger guard and the front as well. Here's your mag release, not ambidextrous, which can get a little stiff over time, I will say. A long rail underneath for any attachments, lights or lasers you may want to add. And of course the slide catch. This does lock open on empty, however 2,000 rounds becomes slightly inconsistent on the lock open as the slide wears down. Front and back serrations on the slide. This allows you to more easily rack the slide. The blowback housing in there, the barrel in there, 4.5mm. As you can see, the outer barrel is this beautiful rose gold color with the compensator on the end to make it look extra stylish. You've also got the various ports on the top of the slide as well. And of course your takedown pins here. This thing is field strippable just like the real thing. And parts of the slide here in the inner barrel, you can see there is some wear on that barrel from continuous use. And on the hammer as well. So I'm not sure how durable this rose gold finish is. Just keep that in mind. Alright, let's take a look at this trigger then, shall we? Very nice. Kind of hard to find a bad 2011, 1911 style trigger. Barely any slack. Break. This is the reset. Just like that. So it allows for very easy follow-up shots with that very light trigger. Now I own a lot of air pistols. This is by far got the smoothest slide out of all of them. Very, very satisfying. Oh yeah, and these rear sights are adjustable as well. Taking a look at these magazines then, there's one thing to say. KLI, this is the brand that makes these air pistols. They make various other air pistols. They also make various airsoft guns as well. These CO2 mags I have found to be the most unreliable of any brand I've ever used. I have had 3 break within this gun's lifespan, and honestly I love this gun. It's a great gun, but the magazines is where it lets it down. I had the first one break within the first 1,000 rounds, which isn't a lot. My Glock 17 has been going for 5,000 rounds on the same magazine, not a single hint of a leak. So this thing is fairly unreliable. I got my second magazine replacement. That thing leaked as well within the next 500 rounds, and this is my third one. Currently not leaking, touch wood. However, features of the magazine then. This is the spring. This is to load your BBs. Now, with the gun, you get a lovely supplied speed loader. So, pull the spring back, use your speed loader, fill in the gap there with the magazine tilting downwards. It's that simple. You load up that quick. To fill up the CO2 then, pull back on this notch, pull this back. Then with the supplied Allen key, you're going to loosen, like so. Grab your 12-gram CO2 capsule with a drop of silicone oil. Drop it into the magazine and tighten up the Allen key until you hear it pierce. There we go, all loaded up and ready to go. Just slide that back cap on and you're done. Likes just happened, the slide can get stuck, very sticky. The same thing happens on other guns, so I can't really blame them. The design is difficult, but basically the slide catch on the slide just basically wears away a little when it locks open, so it gets stiff. Sometimes it's due to the internals, sometimes you have to take this apart and clean it. I've not done that yet, but I doubt that would change it too much. It's more so to do with the wearing on the indents in the slide. So that's one thing to take note of. This thing struggles to lock open after the last shot now, which is frustrating because I really like that feature on air pistols. Alright, let's give it a cheeky chronograph test, see what speed of these BBs are going at. But before I do this, I'd just like to ask you guys very kindly to hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers so I can be monetized on this channel and hopefully make back some of the money that I've spent on all these air guns. Alright, 35 gram steel BBs loaded up. Two 37.2, 243.5, 242.7, 241.7. Honestly, I was expecting some better readings from this guy. I reckon on a warmer day, you're going to get close to 300 feet per second. It's cold today. It's about 2 or 3 degrees, so take that into account. The coldness is affecting it. Warm day, you can expect up to 300 feet per second. Okay, so now I've set up a target at 12 meters away. All I'm doing is just using the front iron sight, lining it up with the bullseye, and these are where they were landing. As you can tell, it's nothing fancy, not a competition pistol by any means, just simply meant for some back garden plinking use. But at least they all hit the target at 12 meters. That's all you really need. Now for this next set of shots, I scooted back to just 5 meters, and you can tell that's exactly where it shines. I could have done with adjusting the rear iron sight, but overall, a very good grouping. Now we'll take a look at this recoil, which is quite strong for an air pistol. Thank you so much for watching.
If you guys have any more questions about the KLI Pit Viper, drop them down in the comments below and I'll do my best to try and answer them. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe.